Hi Aquarius, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your October 2017 Love and Romance reading. Welcome to those of you who are new, and thank you to the many of you who come to me for month-to-month readings, and to those who provide me with confirmation that the messages you're receiving and applying in your path have been helping to guide you in a blessed way. It means the world to me. And it keeps me doing what I'm doing. Spirit's itching my nose, so I'm going to get started. So I'm starting off with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with a clearly defined word of prayer that we can close with at the end. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to look at that card right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to look at your energies and any spiritual guidance in a Celtic spread to my left. And then to my right, for those of you who are thinking of someone else, I'm going to show you their Celtic spread. And both of these energies should last through and into the middle of November from now, because it's already the 11th of October. Sorry, I've been really super busy. So let's start. This is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages regarding their current love and romance energies. Now on into November 15th. So you guys are starting out with kind of a chill card. Hanging out, looking at what you got, enjoying your life as it is, and contemplating maybe a future life and how comfortable you might be there. And that's being crossed with the Two of Swords, so trying to maybe make a decision. And it might be a difficult decision, depending on where you're thinking about moving toward next. Now, in your thoughts position, you've got the World card. So this is bringing one huge life path to an end and learning about yourself so that you can confidently step into a new path. And when I say learning, I mean looking at what that last path taught us about ourselves. Because we come here and we die alone for a reason, and it's to learn about ourselves spiritually. Long story, I'll explain it some other time. In your foundation, here you are, see? So you're putting something to an end in your foundation. You're having a difficult choice, making a decision, and you're thinking about moving on. You're thinking about putting closure to this path and stepping into this new path. In the past, there was a small offer of love for some of you, not all of you. And the next couple, 2 to 3 weeks, you may be connecting out to someone who is of an earth characteristic, does well financially, could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, male or female, because this is a general reading. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys are going to be very focused on an ending. And in your hopes and fears, you're fearing something that has to do with someone you brought into your path, and now you're maybe, I don't know if you're regretting it, but you're just trying to figure it out. Fearful that maybe that situation's going to cause the ending. And now in your outcome position, you guys have the energies of the Queen of Swords. So in the near future, in the next few weeks, you guys are either going to be climbing to a higher leadership position, or you're in connection with someone who is. I feel like it's you guys, and you are having to put an end to a situation because of someone in your path that you're fearing has brought this ending in your world somehow. So you're figuring out what it is you're going to do here, and you're going to use your sword to cut away from one path or another. All right, so again, this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck, and I'm combining it with the Rider-Waite deck for further clarification as we go through each step of the Celtic spread. To my left, representing you Aquariuses. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Aquarius with clearly defined messages regarding their love and romance energies now on into November 15th. Thank you. So some of you might be contemplating moving in a new direction to find comfort elsewhere, where hopefully there's going to be a larger money offer and or an earth sign is somehow connected. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Now the card crossing your current card is having to make a decision about a situation that may involve a child or someone from your past. Again, I'm pulling in a lot of messages. If you want a general reading for your specific energies, you can email me at this address below. But right now I'm pulling in what I'm pulling in. Could be various, could be certain people in particular. Anyway, in your thoughts position, we've got bringing something to the end of a world path, but going through some healing right now. And this is great. The Temperance energies will be with you, at least for the next week or so, helping for you to heal, to go back and forth about these decisions, these new directions, and to just wait and be patient until you have clarity. Now, in your foundation, something's being brought to an ending, but look at this. Spirit is offering you guys a new path in love from the universe. It's like they're reaching out and saving you as you're falling and healing and figuring difficult things out. In the recent past, there was a small offer of love, and you guys are taking the risk to go towards it because you can leave troubled waters behind. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, Spirit's going to be there with this major arcana judgment to assist you when it comes to climbing into this leadership position or this new home life of sorts. Yes, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys may be very focused because of the ending on really connecting with what could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. I do see female here, but however that applies. Hopes and fears. Fearing that you've brought someone into your path and now there's a difficult situation, and how can you leave and hope that this new path is going to be better for you. In your outcome position, it's a good time now into the next 4 to 6 or 7 weeks to really allow the High Priestess to give you messages, to guide you. So listen quietly for things on the radio, certain things people say, however it comes to you, because that's Spirit trying to provide you with the answer so you can use that final sword to decide if something's in or out of your path or someone. So the person you may be thinking of at this time is really enjoying their life. They're very fulfilled, they have beautiful things, nice surroundings, and their heart is wide open to love. Up in their thoughts, they're kind of, I want to say confused, frustrated. Because in your foundation, you're dealing with someone who could be of a fire sign energy. This girl's hot, she's on target, she may be a very pretty person, she sets goals, she reaches those goals, and she doesn't give up. So in your recent in this person's recent past that you guys are thinking of, in the recent past you were thinking of this beautiful life you could move forward into, and I think this person has their heart open to you. But you're getting held up on some feisty energy here, or they're thinking that you are, if that makes sense. Now, in the next few weeks, they want for the connection from a distance to come together, whosever energies these are. And in the next 4 to 6 weeks, they're trying to figure out if they're just like fantasizing or not. Spirit is actually warning them of a connection that's not healthy in their hopes and fears position. fearing that someone's just coming and going and coming and going and is going to leave, and fearing that they won't be able to let go of their past, or that the person you're thinking of hasn't let go of their past. So let me clarify with the Rider-Waite deck. The person you Aquariuses are thinking of is comfortable, happy, content. They've left something behind though. No matter how they looked at it, they've come to the realization that that path is empty and it's time to move forward. Their heart is open to celebration and fun and having a good time, but they're up in their head about whether or not someone's going to travel and see them, or they're going to go travel and see the other person. They don't know where something is leading them. They're wondering if there's some sneakiness going on with someone that they're thinking of. It could be that they think you guys are connected with some fire sign, and now the person that you're thinking of, well, she does well. She's doing well. She's very creative somehow. She's very spiritual. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I said she because it just looks like a she again. All right, so in the next 2 to 3 weeks, she needs to make sure she's not fantasizing about this distant relationship, because she has control over deciding if she or someone else is being honest about this coming together and having this family or this whatever. And look at, this is all driven by passion. It's not built on much more than fantasy. Whoever this person you're thinking of, these are their thoughts, and in the hopes and fears position. They're fearing that someone's going to come and go until they just leave for good, and they're hoping for a happily ever after. But they're having to wait. So all they can do is think of the past. Well, you guys in your outcome position are getting close to being cut away from a path. So I think you guys should communicate. If this is the person, sounds like who we were talking about, definitely communicate out to them and let them know you care. But make sure too that you're moving in a direction for the right reason. Yeah, I feel like everybody's getting slowed down a minute because, you know, we're running out of the number 1 energies right now. We're in a number 1 year, and what we are choosing in this path is so important. Are we having a rebirth in the path we're in and maintaining and standing strong in that, or are we going to go away from that? Because each of these decisions will be what we will be working on and through for the next 9 years. There's 9 planets, 9 cards. We're in a number 1 year. We have the next 9 years to figure all this out. So big decisions are happening now, and people should pause and not have harsh words. Focus on positive karma. In the first week and a half to 2 weeks from when you guys watch this video, you do have the magician energy, so you do have a lot of tools to be able to manifest what it is that you want. And you have come full circle when it comes to some path you were on. You have come to realize what it is you needed to learn about yourself, because that's why we're here on earth, is to connect with others, to learn about our own spiritual education. And when we die alone, we go and express to spirit how we treated others, how things happened, if we carried positive or negative energies with us, and that rolls into the karmic energies of the next life. So, long story. Step into this new, beautiful path. Continue to set goals, but to nurture others as you're setting those goals. Get excited about the goals, because it's your energy that's going to bring you into this new celebration in a business location or home move or whatever it is. Get excited about hop, skipping, and jumping in a new direction, and keep your heart wide open. Observe and listen. Take steps slowly, because Spirit's going to help for you to make a wish come true. They just want to make sure you know what it is you are wishing for. There will be sadness when you leave something behind, but where you're going, I believe, is going to fulfill you and make you feel like a kid again. And there is this red cloth dropping in of love, romance, and maybe even engagement. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you get a lot of attention and recognition because you find yourself into a comfortable position financially. And then you'll have time to stop and look at where you've been and who you've become, who you used to be, who you are now, how you're going to handle this new path differently, and how you're going to free yourself from the old world path. Now I have the energies of the star card energies. Oh my gosh. Hope, wish, and pray on a star in the next 2 to 3 weeks for what it is that you want, so that you can leave negative, sad, poor feelings behind and connect out to others. And they'll be connecting to you. There will be an exciting new path. Just make sure, this has a little bit of a warning here about making sure. Are you putting more into the connection than someone else? Is the situation fair and balanced? It may feel like a difficult choice, but it could be that you guys are getting up in your own head. It is a small offer. You are moving quickly, but you need to get through some sort of a court situation before you can finally cut away from the path and move forward. And there's going to be sadness, and there's going to be imbalance, and there's going to be messages, and it's going to be confusing because you're not going to know exactly which direction it is that you're going. Yeah. Do things for the right reasons, I'm hearing, all the way to November 15th. Just in the meantime, be kind, work things out, and ask Spirit to guide the path before you, okay? Because it's a very important time for everyone. All right, so what do we have here? Let's move into spiritual guidance. Nope, let's move into the circle spread. So this is the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. And I'm going to ask Spirit to please provide energies reflecting your general energies and different areas of your general energies to provide you with guidance in any of those different areas. To provide clarity, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Thank you. Okay, so the card representing you right now, and I don't remember if I shuffled the Rider-Waite deck or not, so I'm going to do that real quick. Aquarius, please. General energy, spiritual messages. Okay, so we have resting and understanding that it is time maybe for a new direction. To understand that you're at a higher level spiritually. Therefore, you don't have to fight this battle anymore because you've grown spiritually. Now it's time for new and different and better, more highly spiritual experiences in your life for you. Meaning, it's through this difficult path you've been on that you're stepping into a new world path, and it's fresh and it's new. So relax for a moment and understand that people are all learning the same lessons, but in different ways at different times. And you have come above a situation, and it's now time for you to think about, how is my world going to be as I walk away from the battle? Now, in your thoughts position, we have the Air, King of Swords. This is you guys. In your mental aspects position, some of you are dealing with having to make a difficult decision, and because there's heartache attached to it. In your relationship sector, the Wheel of Karma is playing a really big position in your relationship sector at this time. Right now, I feel like your wheel is blocked because of a court situation. It's time to get clear, logical, organized, disciplined, and focused about who and what you're going to allow in your path moving forward, because that is what's going to affect this karmic wheel as we move in towards the next 9 years. Now, in the creative inspirations position, we've got husbandry card. So maybe you're trying to think of a creative way to marry someone. A creative lifestyle that you can start over again and recreate in a different path. In your actions position, we have a solid foundation. Feeling like as you connect with this, gosh, I keep feeling like female. Could be male or female. Someone who's in a position of authority, has beautiful surroundings, they make good money, they just have a comfortable, caring, giving way about themselves, and it's a solid foundation. So you guys may be taking action to connect and to finally step in a direction that's been waiting for you so that you can rest in a solid foundation and get away from the heartache. The emotional aspects position is getting beyond the battles, the struggles, the anguish, and the pain. Emotionally, you could step into a new beautiful path and love being offered by the universe and find solace. Subconsciously, you are figuring out how to build that solid foundation. When it comes to career and finances, how to turn what you've manifested in your life into this new path and make it grow even larger. Inner strengths position. Okay, so in your inner, nope, this isn't your inner, this is your practical matters. So in your practical matters from day to day, you're feeling really stuck financially, yet you're still wondering if you should give it another try. Or maybe you don't, I feel like you almost have to for a minute because of everything I've seen. For some of you, in a court situation, but you're waiting patiently. I'm sorry, you're so stuck. And I think that in practical matters, if you feel this way, then take a piece of paper and start drawing what your life is going to look like as soon as this is over, what each day is going to be like, the things you're going to do. Go study that area, turn it into an exciting goal setting fun of this is what my life is going to be like shortly, and these are all the things I want to do. So in your inner strengths position, instead of suffering, know that the messages you've been waiting for are going to arrive quicker than you think. So as you are drawing pictures and writing down how your life is going to be, that's a form of manifestation. It's called meditation. And you keep looking at the pictures and the things and that you want, and you ask Spirit to bring it to you over and over again until the angels can take the energies of you taking these action steps and thoughts, and they can line them up for you to bring in a blessing. Now, the card overlooking the entire reading has a lot to do with nostalgia, which is such an important part of our life because everything taught us about who we are now. But these cups are empty. So it's a good time to maybe continue to connect out with someone to make sure that as you receive the messages back, that maybe you could fill one of these cups up again, or all of them, to at least be able to evaluate for a little bit. Put your sword down and just sit back and hand this all to Spirit. Okay, you have the energies of the Star card to hope, wish, and pray to Spirit about what it is that you want. But for some of you, you just feel imbalanced altogether. It's like the action is there, you could do, but you don't know what you want, or you just feel like you're juggling too many things. Don't feel defeated. Just get to the truth of the situation within yourself by claiming victory over the way a path was. And now step into a brand new direction with the truth sword with you. And know that this new path has been blessed upon you it's a gift from the universe. To give your path in life a brand new chance. Oh my gosh. This is your word from Spirit. Rebirth. Looking as if you are the moon or the sun in this card at your path for the very first time. Getting over the very edge of it so you can see what is there ahead of you. And releasing yourself from the feeling of entrapment. All you have to do now is learn the lesson within. Turn around and move in a new direction with the memories and the experience and the knowledge so that you can be reborn into this new path. Because here's the question some of you are waiting for. And of course, I'm not pulling everyone's energies. These are certain people. I get surprised how many, and in another sense, they're just not everybody's. But there is a brand new path in creativity, in finances, in stability, in beautiful, happy things. And it is a gift from the universe. It's this whole thing, this new path, this new blessing. It's going to be a bit of a struggle and a time of intensity. And again, use your creativity or just write down your thoughts of what is my life going to look like as I step forward and give different things in my life an opportunity. Just what can it be? And ask Spirit to present and to guide you towards it. I'm asking for a 3-card summary real quick. You do have the Star card energies. That's you. You have the ability to hope, wish, and pray to Spirit that they'll help guide you into a new direction. And they are sending the High Priestess, yes, to help you to use your intellect at this time. Your intellect is your sword. In the recent past, you may have heard a message that had to do with an issue involving money, and you've had to work really hard to try and find some sort of fairness, balance, equality. But they're saying you have the ability to just speak your truth, make your decisions, and move forward. This wish will happen for you. So continue to connect out to others and see what lies out in the distance. At some point, you will be able to leave things behind. Remember, just because you won the battle doesn't mean you won the war, because what will be, will be. Yes, hop in your train, plane, or automobile and go and meet either this enchantress or go out and manifest this new path in career and finances. Lay down an old path. And don't be afraid to step into this new path, Spirit's saying. If someone's closed off, though, in the next few weeks, as you get to know them better and they're not sharing their emotions and their feelings and their truth, then it's time to understand that this person just really does not want to open their money and their life path to you. It's okay, because we all build ourselves up in fantasies at different times. If we want fantasy, that's great, but we need to remember that love is not built on passion and lust. This is the kind of stuff that falls through and fails, because lust and passion dissipates, and then we come into loving people. We welcome them into our family and we love them like we do everybody else. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a solid foundation. So before you bring this person in, get to know them. Build memories together and set goals together about your life path together. And this compassion and passion and all the stuff that comes with it will grow when you get the clarity you need. But wait for the clarity for some of you. If someone races in and tries to take from your heart and leaves you empty over and over again, well, then you need to get to the truth of the situation. Is this person healthy for you or not? And I think like the first thing you thought just now was it. I need to break my chains. I need to stop letting this person's situation or addiction get me to the point where I can't get it out of my head. And I need to move in a new direction and celebrate a new path in finances, to let go of that which no longer serves me and leave troubled waters behind. You guys will be able to manifest a new direction, and it is going to be great, but you are going to be leaving someone or something very, very important to you behind. Keep your heart open to the opportunities ahead of you. I'm just not sure. I feel like I'm receiving different messages. One of these people are moving far at a distance, and someone else is connecting with someone, but then they realize after they release from a situation that they're going to walk and stay in their own path, and they're going to just become financially independent. So this is either loving the and working towards a financial independence, or connecting and offering your heart to a woman or a man who has financial independence also. It could be that you are getting held up by a fire sign or someone who has fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But be patient. Spirit's saying the clarity will come and the wheel will start turning in your favor. Judgment is in your favor, and that's when Spirit with the major arcana helps for you to make the right choices. So everything's going to be handled. They just keep saying focus on the path out ahead of you. and figuring out, is that my soulmate or not? Justice is still in your favor. It will be a difficult choice, but follow where your heart leads you. Follow that which brings you peace, joy, contentment, and happiness, because that's where your new path, your new world path will be. Holy moly. Tough decisions as we go into the middle of November, but some very, very passionate connections as well. Either way, for your personal readings, the messages or the email is below and the information is in the box below. Your word of prayer is tenderness. I am both gentle and powerful. So to close, I'm going to read from the book. This card counsels you to approach your current situation gently. It acknowledges and honors your deep sensitivity and asks you to do the same. If someone or something feels too harsh, trust that it is so for you. Your tenderness is a spiritual gift that allows you to feel the presence of Mother Mary and the angels. Trust your feelings as accurate messengers that guide you in healthy directions. You drew this card because your current situation calls for you to simultaneously honor your sensitivity while maintaining your boundaries. It's time for you to be both nice and assertive. Lovingly speak your truth to others. Mother Mary also guides you to develop physical strength through exercise and tenderly caring for your body. So it's a time to really open up your heart. Maybe in the last path you guys didn't. The world path you were in, and that was the thing, is that you need to finally open up your heart and face that fear. Allow that fear to hurt you so that you can be open like a kid again. Have tenderness, because you can be strict with yourself but tender at the same time, and strict with others but tender at the same time. And I know you guys are good at pouring water, but just know that what is ahead of you could use your spiritual insight, a little bit of communication with Spirit about how far you've come and what it is you really learned, that you know your future path would be successful without. Thank you again for stopping by. I hope to see you again in November 2017. Take care and God bless.